Give you a little brief resume of our special guest, Oisín Conville. He has won All-Ireland medal from 2002, in which he scored the winning goal. 7 Ulster titles with Armagh, 1 National Football League title and 2 All-Star awards. He played 52 championship matches for Armagh and scored 11 goals, 197 points. On the club front, with the famed Crossmaglen Rangers, he has 16 Armagh Senior Football Championship medals, all on the field of play, 10 Ulster Senior Football Championship club titles, and 6 All-Ireland club titles with Crossmaglen Rangers. And the general comment is, Oisín, just looking at you, Jesus, you must be still training like hell, because you're fitter now than you were in 2002 by the look of it. We're delighted to have you here, Oisín. We'd love you to say a few words and then we'll hold on to you to start presenting the medals after. Oisín Conville.
Thanks very much, Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I want everybody to realise I did not write that out. But if I had, I couldn't have wrote it out any better myself. I suppose, first and foremost, I want to thank the club for inviting myself and my wife down here tonight. It's fucking great to get out of the house. Before I go on to more serious stuff, I just going to tell a quick story. When people did mention about Armagh winning the All-Ireland in 2002. As part of winning the All-Ireland, and I'm sure you guys have took that cup around a lot of establishments and schools and maybe different clubs around the community. But as part of winning the All-Ireland in 2002, we brought the cup around all the different schools and clubs in Armagh, because we had a fairy tale we mightn't see it again. But I think we've been around all of the schools in the area and further afield. But the last school I had to take the cup to was my own primary school, St Patrick's Primary School in Crossmaglen. 450 kids between the ages of 5 and 11. I answered 449 questions. What was it like to miss the penalty? It was disappointing. What was it like to score a goal? It was great. What was it like to win the All-Ireland? It was all my dreams come true. It was about 1 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. As I say, I'd answered 449 questions, which was one wee small boy at the front. And he had his arm up in the air for an hour and a half. He was a persistent little bugger. But the reason why I hadn't gone to him was that he lived up the same street as me. And believe it or not, even at 7 years of age, he was a smart ass. So I turned to the headmaster and said, I think that's everybody, headmaster. He said, no, what if we Liam at the front? So I said, Liam, what have you asked me? He says, Oisín, if you don't mind me asking what time you're leaving, because we tea at 2 o'clock. So whenever I got the opportunity to speak in front of people with a microphone, I took a lesson from Liam, and I tried to keep it as short and as sweet as possible. But just the icing on the cake for that story and Liam is that Liam has since played under me at senior level. But when I say I played, I didn't play him. I still hold a grudge for that. He was a sub there for 4 years when I left. I'm starting to get a game now. But as I say, it's an honour to be invited down here tonight. And believe it or not, what Multyfarnham have done this year is sort of a mirror image of how my club was successful from 1986 on. For 10 years we couldn't win a championship match, never mind a championship. And I know people associate my club with being successful. And that's a lovely way to be thought of, it really is. But it wasn't always like that. My first 3 years at senior level, playing senior football across the land, we couldn't win a match. And along came a group of guys who were all very focused on what they wanted to do, and we started to get success. And what you have done this year in this club with this particular group of players, the reverberations of what you've done will last in this club for years and years and years. And I won my first All-Ireland with the club in 1997, and I won my last one in 2013, I think. And in 2011 we had a captain, and one day I was walking up to the training with him and he said, "Do you know the first year you won the All-Ireland, my father took me in the Croke Park on the shoulders." And that didn't make me feel great walking up the field, because I realised he had a bit of a bounce on me, and the fact that he was about 15 years younger. But I think the thing about that story is that those young lads were inspired by what had gone before. And what has happened in your club this year, people will be inspired by that. The next generation will be inspired by that. And I think the other thing is, and this is where you deserve most credit, is that after 61 years to win your own championship in Westmeath, and then to have the focus and the whereabouts to put your heads down and go and win a Leinster title. That's the greatest credit, I think, to this particular bunch of players, to the management and to the people around this club that keep your feet on the ground. I'm very aware that in different clubs success comes in very different guises. And for you, there's an opportunity there in the next 3 weeks to bring this on another level. And I loved it when people told me, when I was growing up, when I started to play inter-county football, that things couldn't be done. I loved it when people told me things couldn't be done. Because that's the determination to go on and try and achieve those things. There's nothing to stop this club. 4 teams left. There's nothing to stop this club achieving the ultimate success. And I know by looking down here tonight that you're enjoying yourselves. My wife said to me, it's the best dinner dance she's ever been at. Because people are actually enjoying themselves, and people are actually enjoying themselves and they're smiling. And that's what success does within a club. But also, the culmination of a lot of hard work, whether that be 61 years hard work or whether that be the last 12 months. This is the culmination of a lot of hard work. And you're right to enjoy it. And enjoy it tonight. And I know you're training on Sunday morning. And you probably won't enjoy that as much. But you know what? It's sessions like that, and it's sessions like tonight that make it special. You must enjoy it. Whenever you're achieving things, you must go and you must enjoy it. And it makes it all the more special when you go to that All-Ireland semi-final and you achieve again what you want to achieve. I'll finish on this. I have 2 kids at home. I have a 5-year-old, first of all, right? He eats fruit, he drinks only water. Okay, he eats his vegetables, he eats his dinner, he does what his mum tells him, he does what he's told at school. We get glowing reports whenever he comes home from school about how mannerly he is, how well he does in school. We have a 3-year-old, he's in play school about 11 weeks, we've been calling him about 58 times. He's not only terrorising the kids, but also the staff. I called him wow. And the reason why I mention that is that they're after growing up in the same household, with hopefully the same mother and father, under the same circumstances, and they are so different it is scary. But if you can imagine this club, not just in the team, not just in the dressing room, but if you can imagine this club as a whole, because it's not just the players in this that's keeping this club going, it's the administrators, the people who are raising money. It's everybody within this club, and if you can imagine all the different characters that are within this club, and if you bring out all the best attributes that are in this room, and maybe there's people in this room who haven't been involved in the club before, if this doesn't inspire you to be involved in the club and the success that this club and the direction that this club is going, I know why my club wasn't successful for 10 years. Because we're all pulled in different directions. And then whenever we dropped and stripped all the egos away And we started to go in the one direction, then we started to get success. Honestly, this club's success is unbelievable. The fact that you won your first championship in 61 years and then you were able to go on and achieve the Leinster title is unbelievable. That you would have the focus to do that. And I really and truly want to wish this club all the best, not just for the semi-final and final, but in the future. This is only the start of something special. Somebody had told me in 1987, all I wanted to do was win a county title. I would have stopped at that. If somebody had told me that that was the only county title I was ever going to win, I would have took it at the time. 2 years later, I wouldn't have took 10 All-Irelands. And they're all special. And there's no greater thing that you can do in sport than have a run with your club. You guys are realising that dream now, and I want to wish you all the best. I want to thank the club again for how kind they've been to both myself and Dorena, and how welcoming you've been, and enjoy the rest of the night, because as I say, Sunday morning comes as black down the brass lights.
Thank you very much, Oisín. And if that doesn't inspire you, that's nothing will. What an inspirational speaker, Oisín. I watched him many times. I didn't listen all, but I watched him about the time to read. He has a long history with them. So well done, Oisín, and thank you very much for being with us. Right, we have a presentation now to the management team. So calling Gary up.